Hello. Good morning. Welcome to Flat Earth Early Bird number 1582. I'm your host, Arwin. And before we start the show, please don't forget to share it on any platform you deem fit. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification so you know when I'm going live, which is normally 1 p.m. Amsterdam time in the weekdays and 2 p.m. Amsterdam time in the weekend. And please also do support me through the PayPal and the Patreon. That would be much appreciated. You can always use the support, so please do keep it coming. That would be much appreciated. Right, so weather today is, I don't know, kind of the same. Big clouds, but blue spots in between with nice sunshine. Interesting looking skies, at least. Right. But it's not super warm. Right. Hello LSG, first in chat, good to see you. Moxie, Tiger Bear, good to see you. It is Wednesday, the 26th of April 2023. Right. Let's see the temperature. Nine degrees. Yeah, I thought something like that. Right, so it's not the warmest of days, but yeah, I don't have to go anywhere. I mean, I'm all stocked up with everything I need for like the next 2 days, at least. Yeah, yesterday it's a relatively simple day. I'm like taking it easy for a bit, man. I think that I'm like in a dale for a while. I mean, I've been hitting like a really big inspiration like last week and all that. But I mean, the titles are dropping off and I'm just feeling less energy for a bit. So, but I mean, it's gonna get back up, but I feel more slow than average in the last 2 days. Right, and my jaw is like annoying me a bit. Right. I'm very glad that my lung situation is kind of done though. Like, I have no more trouble with that. And it really does seem like most of it was just my ribs. Like these weird muscles in between there, they just get weird. And it tends to migrate too. But it's really the muscles. I mean, but yeah, I mean, yeah, because of the location, you start to think like, wait, is it my lungs? But my lungs really are overall doing fine. Especially for me being a smoker, like the way I am. They really are just fine. I just got a bit of a cold, you could say, that got on my lungs. And that is all. I mean, I didn't even really get sick from it. Short sleeve weather. Alright. Ah, that's nice. Yeah, I mean, the temperature here should return soon. I mean, I looked at it and it says like 14 degrees tomorrow, so it's just a bit of a cold day in between, looks like. Hello, Tarot306, Richard G, good to see you. Oh my god, when does this guy ever shut up? In the comments. Frickin' clown horns. Harmut. Holscraft. He just won't stop. But I don't want to turn off my notifications. Because it's really handy. Anyway. Right, how are you guys doing? Anyway, hope you're a little less slow than I feel. Maybe I should just eat some salad or something. I got some of the lettuce stuff. Hey, Dr. Utger, good to see you. Right, yeah, so Owen Benjamin streamed late again. And it's very enjoyable, but it's also a bit annoying because I'm just more tired. Because of the timing. Although he said that today he would have a stream with Dr. Shiva. So I'm at the normal time. I'm really looking forward to that, really. They always help me feel better. What? What does? Tenerife? What? But I mean, yeah, yesterday's... Dude, he had like a music sketch and all that. That was so freaking funny. Like, my mind just blew off. It was hilarious. Dude, what is this? Oh my fucking god. Is there any... I hate it. You can't use any fucking words in fucking comments. Like, people just get on your nerve and you can't even freaking use basic swear words in fucking YouTube comment section on your own fucking channel. I hate it. I fucking hate YouTube. I hate what you do with it. Let me be free. I get freaking obsessed maniacs after me. And they just get away with everything. They figure out the most annoying fucking ways to say things. Why don't you do something against that, YouTube? What? Eggs? What are you talking about, eggs? Dr. Utger, what are you talking about? Oh, eating eggs, you. Okay, right. Okay. Well, I don't eat eggs with my salad. I just eat a bunch of greens. I might eat an egg separately. Yeah, Terry. I mean, but that's you commenting on other people's stuff, and they might really not like you, not trust you per default, right? My point is, why can't I freaking just write whatever the fuck I want on my own channel without YouTube whining about it? Like, it's my own channel, my own comment section. Why can't I just say whatever I want? I don't get it. I mean, I can't even say the word idiot without them complaining about it. That's just a word. That's an indicator. Right? I mean, some numpty dipshit responds to me when I said, somebody asked me in a comment section from a show a while ago, yeah, how's the strike on your main channel? And I said, yeah, it's over. Like, the strike is done. And then some dipshit, one of the typical, says, you're a liar. Like, no, idiot. I'm not a fucking liar. It's right there. Strike time was 2 weeks. It's over a month later. You're an idiot. And I can't fucking say it because the word idiot. Oh my god, how fucking dare you write the word idiot in your own fucking comment section? What the fuck is this bullshit, YouTube? Why don't you do something about nasty trolls? Like, ban their fucking IP. If you notice that the majority of comments of an account are getting deleted or marked, destroy their account. They are trolls. Auto destroy. Right? Their messages get deleted on other platforms all the time. They're a troll. Destroy their account. Yeah? And that includes all of you guys. If you go and just whine on anti-flat earther channels all the time, yeah, and you don't make content, well, guess what? You're a troll. You're seeking out things you don't like to complain or to be a smartass. That's a troll. Right? I don't do that. Like, ever. I never leave a negative comment anymore. Sometimes make a funny remark if I just thought something was so stupid it was hilarious. Right? I don't leave negative comments. I don't do that as per habit. I don't care if it's stricter rules or if nobody's watching. I will still do it like that because God is always watching. You are not part of my show, you fucking scumbag. Right. So it's a stupid way to manage, to just go by words. Why don't you go by what actually happens? Yeah? If some YouTube account like doesn't have their own activities, barely, or they uploaded one fucking video one time and they've like sent out, let's just say, over 200 comments in a month. Yeah? And let's just say 150 of those comments have then been removed by moderators. What are you fucking gonna do about it now? Yeah? Because you got an indicator. They're a troll. You should now delete that account. It's a troll comment account. It's there to harass people. It should be obvious. Why don't you fucking do something about it? YouTube. Why don't you actually go to the core of the problem? People harassing other people. Actual harassment. Instead of whining about words. Hello, Flat on Flat Earth. Is it possible? Yeah. Right, Richard G. That's very possible. The point is, it should be available data. Yeah? Amounts of comments made. Oh, 75% of the comments or more have been deleted. Or even 50%, right? On other platforms? On other YouTube channels? Yeah. Guess what? They should get a warning at least. And then if that keeps up, that percentage of comments deleted, then their account should be deleted. Because they are a troll. They are harassing people by the results. It's not by the fucking words they use. It's by the results! Right, troll bots, whatever that is, Flat on Flatter. I don't care whether they're people or they're bots. I just want them removed based on the percentage of their activity and the results of that. Yeah, if they're just leaving shitty comments on other channels and most of their comments get deleted, their channel should be deleted by moderation. They're trolls. People are deleting their comments, the majority of them. That's a sign on the wall. They're a troll. Yeah? If I go to some channel and I leave a comment and it gets deleted, I might be like, what? Why did you delete me? Right? That shit happened like on Glowbusters or Jaren's channel, whatever, sometimes. Eventually I just stayed banned. Right? But guess what? I'm not spending every fucking day trying to find ways to leave shitty comments there. Yeah, that's the difference. Soon as I find out I'm not welcome here, well, guess what? I'm going to stop trying to leave annoying comments. So that my track record of activity is relatively positive, social interaction wise. Right? I might be shouting sometimes here and there. Most of that takes place on my own channel or on channels where I know who owns it, that they're okay with that. Yeah? That should be kept track of. How many comments you left, how many of them have been deleted. And not because of the fucking swear words, but by people moderating decision. Like, this is inappropriate, right? You're out of phase, you're a weirdo. Yeah, and if then the majority of comments left have been deleted in such fashion, you should get a warning. And if you don't change that percentage with your activity from that point on, then after a while your account should just be deleted. Yeah? That would actually do something against trolls, which is a major problem for content producers on YouTube, is the fucking trolls, man. Worse, the detractors? No. Who gives a shit about votes and there isn't even downvoting registry. Did you notice they took that away? Votes, I don't care about votes. That doesn't matter. Right? What matters is harassment. People that are actively trying to harass you as a content producer. That matters. Yeah? That is the problem. That's an admitted, complained about problem. Nothing is done about it. Well, there could be. By keeping a track record of comments, activity, and a percentage of how much that gets deleted through personal moderation on other people's channel. Yeah? That's how you do it. Do it! There's people that are haunting my channels for like 8 years. They keep coming back. And I can't ban their accounts. It doesn't work. They'd never come in my comment section, and I can't like ban in the same way. It doesn't work like that in the comment section. It's the moderation in chat is different from in a comment section. And I've tried to hide user from channel. It doesn't work. It doesn't. I've had cases where I would do that and I would just find another comment of them very quickly. They don't go away. You have to manually remove every single fucking comment from every single troll or it won't go away. That's the scenario I'm at with my comment section here. Best solution to stop trolls to have active moderators. Sure, well, dude, if you wanted... But the problem is the comment section, it's hard to keep track of. Even, yeah, for me as a channel owner. So for you guys, it's more difficult even to keep track because a lot of it is just whining. Right? It's on that edge whining. But there's some guys that only leave negative comments, and those should... I don't want those comments to show up. I don't want those channels to be able to leave a comment in my comment section. I want YouTube to help me ensure that they can't do that. And I've not been able to achieve that thus far. Some creators, though, yuck, they think they're about it. Yeah, that's a lot, of course, Moxie. I'm not saying that all YouTube content creators are all brilliant, lovely people, okay? The point is that if they suck, then just let them rot. Leave them alone, yeah? Don't show up. It's the worst you can do. Yeah? Nobody's heard of them, nobody cares, nobody's negatively influenced. Well, guess what? Win-win. You just leave them alone. Yeah? You support the ones you like, you ignore the ones you hate. That's the best way to go about it. Right? Unless you want to like use them for some beef situation or whatever. You want to go in a back and forth, or you want to challenge them or review their stuff as a content producer. But that's a different thing. That's like an engagement for more content. If you're not a content creator, you're just a commentator. Dude, if you hate somebody, just don't go there. It's really that simple. Just don't go there. I mean, there is millions of horrific figures on the internet. Okay? Millions. They never end. And they are all their own unique kind of terrible. Just don't learn about it. Yeah, there's thousands of horrific torturing techniques. Do you need to know every single one of them? You need to know that? You're gonna look it all up? So that you know exactly how... Oh yeah, that's not gonna haunt you at all, right? Yeah. Well, most people instinctually know to not go digging into really fucked up darkness because it's gonna haunt them. Yeah? Well, that's pretty much the same with the internet. If something is really terrible, really unhealthy for you in some way, or it makes you miserable, the best course of action is to just not engage with it anymore. I mean, it's not like you're married with some channel. Yeah? You don't have any contractual obligations, or you're just on the internet. If you don't like something, leave it alone. Unless you want to do something constructive or productive with it, right? If you're a channel content creator yourself, that's different. It's really that simple, guys. Troll, or yeah, you're overblowing it a bit there, Tarot. But yeah, a lot of them are kind of like psychopaths. They're just there to enjoy their anonymity, as they can do whatever they want. Or they think they can do whatever they want. I mean, a lot of those people do have like people that basically keep track of what they do. They got people watching their back. Mostly leaving them do whatever they want until they really mess up. And then guess what? Somebody kept a record of everything you did. Oh yeah, you didn't? Oh yeah. Yeah, well they did. I probably got people like that on my back as well. And I'm like, yeah, I'm glad. Keep track of what I do. I want you to keep track of what I do. Right? But what I don't need is people continually inserting negative influence. Yeah, if you have a piece of criticism, then criticize. Lay it down honestly. And just don't be whiny about it. And then I'll address it honestly right back. I do that. Yeah? But if the only thing is just more whining and complaining, you don't have any solution to present, it's just whining, yeah, then what is the point? Why do you even do that then? You're just bogging everybody down, including yourself. Just don't do that. Drop that thought. Leave it alone. Don't feed that demon. It will make you miserable. Anyway. I needed to complain a bit about trolls, I guess. it is continually happening. And most of the days I'm like, yeah, it's fine, but sometimes I'm just like, why can't they just like not do that? They just leave me alone. Yeah. If you don't like what I talk about, then just go watch something else. Just unsubscribe then, so you don't get some stupid pop-up about, oh, he's live again. Remove all reminders of me then. Just don't keep track. If the only thing that results in is you having to share some negative input, then don't subscribe. Just leave me alone then. Go watch something else. There's thousands of video makers out there. There are bound to be some that you are more approving of. Well, go and hold up with those guys then, yeah? Leave me alone. Right? If you have some technical criticism or whatever, sure. Right? Because criticism, especially technical, is to help get misunderstandings out of the way. I am sometimes slightly wrong about things. Because, I get things slightly wrong. But a lot of the time I make very distinct cases about technical things, like gas not having mass, right? And there's a very detailed set of information that backs that up. And that's part of my explanations. And then if you don't get any of that, if you don't listen to it, yeah, then you're just not going to get it. You're just going to keep on holding on to the preconceptions you had about it all. How it works and fits together Newtonian mechanics-wise, etc., right? Well, then you basically bypass the whole point. So I'll try to explain it to you in a comment section. I mean, it happens all the time. Every time that subject comes up, there's always somebody that just doesn't get it and just, oh, this makes no sense. It has mass. Always. It happens every time. It's almost like a mini flat earth within flat earth. Just people can't help but get so agitated every time I bring that subject up. But that's fine. I'm here to help you understand, if you want to. If you only want to whine and complain, disagree with me, make me stop trying to say that because you don't want to get it, well then just fuck off. If you don't want to understand, you have no business here. Alright? If you don't like it, go away. Better for you. And better for me. Anyway, hello, the man-getter. Oz, formerly known as Oz. I still think it's a weird name, but whatever. You would like to take an RV stance on Tucker Carlson? That's hilarious. Like a controlled op? Oh, absolutely. But I mean, the control is not really top down though. It's just I mean, there's a chance that he's just kind of gonna maneuver into a more Alex Jones-like position and potential competition in that sense. I mean, but he's not some undercover snob for for like Raytheon or whatever, BlackRock. He's not like that at all, right? He really is a media guy. Nowhere near the level of... Well, good for him. I mean, who wants to get close to the level of Alex Jones? I mean, that guy is so freaking convoluted. Ugh. It's like a living advertisement at this point. I mean, he doesn't even know when the advertisement ends and begins. Alex Jones. Yeah, but... Yeah, sure, Tarrant. Yeah, sure he does that. But he also rolls out massive nonsense fear porn at the same time. He also still reinforces viruses existing based narrative. He still fear porns about nukes all over the place. He still talks nonsense about space and going to the stars, and then he even has somebody on about that. Dude, there was this whole item yesterday on the show about freaking secret space missions, like that they were admitting, yeah, NASA's actually wrong. They didn't actually go to the moon. It's all wrong. But there is a secret space mission. Oh, like, dude. By their narratives you shall know them. Control. Yeah, you have to explain to me how that is. Right. Controlled up. He just seems to be like a gatekeeper for societal nonsense lore. Right? He's a gatekeeper for the mechanics. He's a gatekeeper for the globe. He's a gatekeeper for nukes. He's a gatekeeper for viruses. Medical nonsense perspective. That's what he's a gatekeeper. Even though he invites people over that explain how it doesn't work. I mean, he still hypes on about nukes all the time. Even though General Flynn literally came on to his show live in a face-to-face interview, well, over camera, live interview with Alex, explaining that nuclear bombs don't exist. Okay, Alex didn't expect that one to happen. I bet. He didn't go into it. He didn't respond to it. But he just said, like, they don't exist. Yet, every day, man, every fucking day nukes are brought up. Every fucking day. Because it's a gatekeeper. Yeah? Keep the spell going. Gatekeeper. That's what Alex is doing, and by the way, in that sense, he is absolutely no different whatsoever from any mainstream news, because that's what mainstream news does. Gatekeep the nonsense stories, so that everybody keeps believing that per default. Makes it into an item, something that doesn't exist. To change people's minds about how to do things. How to approach government, yeah? Gatekeeper. That doesn't make him controlled up in some political sense. As in, oh, he's secretly a Democratic Party operative. No. But he is assisting the gatekeeping of the nonsense information that everybody has to believe in. That's the difference. right? It's like you only get the big spotlights, whether it is via the underground or via the mainstream, when you uphold the nonsense stories, the major societal engineering plots, nukes, viruses, and outer space bullshit, yeah? Those are the ones that are demanded that you partake in and take serious as what you're doing, whether you're doing it underground or mainstream. And that's when that's when the gates open, yeah? The gates don't open unless you tag yourself with that specific satanic nonsense. Pure lies. Pure manipulation-based lies that get people killed. Like even thinking that it exists contributes to getting people killed. With one of the three, at least specifically, right? But yeah, so that's what it is. It's just keep the stupid lore going. The nonsense disproven shit, because most people will believe in it. And it's like part of the official story. But government lies about everything. But it can't lie about entire things existing that literally never exist. They couldn't do that, right? Yeah, they can. That's their specialty. Yeah? Conjuring up a complete horseshit story that is absolutely impossible and then reinforce it forever, for as long as that government exists. A conjured complete nonsense thing that can never be possible will be repeated over and over again. Like schools will be influenced to not speak out against it. Government specialty is conjuring up absolute fabrication that could never be possible and then forcing it into the mainstream knowledge as being true and possible. And that's our world now. That's what they do. That's the specialty. Look at all the nonsense that's been conjured forth. Right? The stuff that's plain and visible. And only really delusional, deranged people just can't even tell anymore whether it's real or not. Okay? Because the more you force delusion into societal view, the more the newer generations will just take anything per default. Until they literally cannot distinguish anymore as to what is real and not, unless it's being told to them by an authority figure. Yeah? That's what that leads to! That's why you can't allow lies to be officially accepted. Because it takes away the minds of the people. They lose their ability to distinguish what's real. And the proof is all over the place. Palpable, provable. Yeah. Do you know that there used to be laws, very strict laws, that if you broke them, you'd go to prison very quickly. There used to be laws that you can't lie in the news. Can you imagine that? Some of you might be like, what is he talking about? The news is always lied. No. There were really strict laws at one point. But then The corporate system simply just redefined news. They just made it into infotainment. And now something can call itself news, but be registered as infotainment. And nobody will ever know, because they'll never tell anybody. They will always keep calling themselves news. Yeah? And now, everybody figures out eventually that the news lies about a lot. Because they're being allowed to do that. And it's even being exploited. It's like, oh, well, if we're gonna allow the news to just redefine themselves and just lie overtly to the public, well, let's use that then. Let's societally engineer some, huh? Yeah, that's what's been happening. Because if you allow things like the news to lie like that, then, yeah, what's the next step? Right? If you're gonna go one step, then take all the steps. Right? Just take away all control. Like, if you are allowed to lie to your public, to what do you call that? To your citizens, then yeah, why not just like, oh, okay, well, if I can lie, then I can just literally do whatever I want then. Right? They allow you to get away with lies. You can do just whatever you want. Nobody's gonna stop you. Right? You could just lie about it. Whatever you've done, you just lie about it, no problem, right? Total autocracy, right? If you want freedom and not autocracy, then you must prevent rulers and media authority to be able to get away with lies. It's that simple. You allow them to get away with lies, it's all over. You're a slave then. Very quickly. Hasn't the news always lied about this? No, they didn't, Aries 106. You see, the news just wouldn't address that. It wouldn't talk about that. There would be special programs under the cultural division that would address like, oh, outer space and the Earth and oh, moon mission and oh, let's talk about satellites, right? Yeah, guess what? That wouldn't be on the news. They would keep that separate. You would find that in like a cultural section, and then if you like was just really enthusiastic about it, you wouldn't even realize that. And those believers would still think it's real, but they don't realize, yeah, that's not really on the news though. Yeah? I mean, the news might announce like, oh, this project, maybe. Like, oh, there's a new satellite is launched or whatever. Right? They might say that. They don't really go deeply into it. I mean, it's still just the news. Right? They don't overtly just talk about Earth being a ball at the news. I mean, they show you the graphic at the start. Often during the intro and all that, you get to see a spinning ball. That's kind of common. That's been a thing. So there is a piece of indoctrination there, but it's not like they talk about it. It's not like, oh, let's talk about the ball Earth for a bit. That doesn't happen on the news. So you can't really say they've always lied about the shape of the Earth because it doesn't really come up. Back in the day, I even have memories that it all depends on the newsreader of the time, talking 90s. Or some of them would be like, yeah, I don't actually believe this, but I'm not officially allowed to talk about it. So, but they do just get away with one statement about it, like, I think this is bullshit. And they just leave it to that. So even through the news back in the day, you would get glimpses. But then everything changed, and then the rules changed, and now it's all, you can say whatever the fuck you want. Doesn't matter whether it's a lie. As long as the powers that be approve, it can be a lie all you like. Right, newspaper. Yeah, Terry. Yeah, but that's like local newspaper stuff, right? I mean, those aren't like bigger newspapers that are like international or whatever. But yes. Who the hell are you talking to, Moxie? What the fuck are you talking about, Darren? Global warming will melt Mars poles? What the fuck? So, Moxie, who are you talking to? What the hell is it supposed to mean? Get to responding already. This is not the time to walk away from your keyboard. Moxie? Talking about flat Earth? So what would it take to admit a lie? What would it take for me to admit that everything is inside out and everything I know is logic is not true? Well, it would take a lobotomy. And then even probably not that. I don't think anything could make me hold up my hands and admit I'm wrong about the flat Earth, because it is flat and you'd have to kill me. So there is nothing that can make me hold up my hands and tell me I'm wrong about the Earth being flat, because it is flat and you can't make me lie. I've been wrong about other stuff. Yeah, people make mistakes, but the Earth is flat. Don't give a shit about your obsession. Earth is flat. I know it is flat. It's measurably flat. It's visibly flat. Geometry, everything that we invented, like geometry, architecture, all of it is all based on the fact that the Earth is flat, which enables a whole range of possibilities, like a 90-degree angles, and architecture on a flat face, which is the only way for architecture, yeah? Because curved architecture like that doesn't exist. I mean, arches might exist, but it's all based on a flat plane, because the Earth is flat, and thank God for that, because if the Earth was a sphere, we wouldn't be living in a world like this. It's very simple. The earth is flat. There's nothing that is going to make that change into oh, we were wrong. No, it's reality. The earth is flat. It was always flat. It always will be flat. It will be flat until it's all deresoluted. It's flat. It was designed flat. It manifested flat. And it will phase out of existence flat. Hey, Skeptic936, good to see you. Seeking Starwater, good to see you. Really? You're gonna bring up Artemis? You really? This is so pathetic! Did you even see that? Oh my god, Moxie! Look at you! Look at what you just said! You idiot! Did you even see that frickin' stream? Did you even see it? My god, don't you recognize really cheap CGI when you see it? You idiots! Unbelievable! I mean, unless you have like really shitty eyes and everything's kind of blurry to you, yeah, and then you can't really tell, right? But I mean, if you have halfway decently functioning eyes, you could see that that retarded Artemis thing with the moon flyby was like 90s level graphics. Okay? That was absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous. You can't seriously think that that was real. I've seen computer games on like 90s computers that looked more realistic than that. You gotta be out of your mind. My Commodore VIC 64 had better No, Dr. Kerr. No. Commodore 64 at best had like vector line graphics. So, but I mean, my Amiga 1200, yeah. I think that I've had like graphics on there. I used Imagine 3D, and you could make it look more realistic than that. So, yes. You had a Commodore 64. Yeah, me too. Awesome. I still miss it sometimes. But I don't technically really miss it. I just miss what it was like back then. When it was all fresh. Especially when you could literally just like... I had so many games that in all the years that I had it, I never even got to play every single one of them. It would be kind of a chore sometimes to even go through it all. Because there was just so many games out there. And I got them all for free. They're all cracked. But it was great. Had some really effective games too. Like simple but effective. Like better than arcade. So yeah, sometimes I miss it, but dude, a whole bunch of games I don't even remember their names. You play Commodore 64 games on your phone? Really? That works? Huh. Dig Dug. Oh my god. That is so old. Dude, I played Dig Dug on a Schneider with a black and green screen. That game is so freaking old. But I also played it on the Commodore 64. I was not super interested in it. I had better games to play at that time. Emulate, I know. Right, but I mean, I've had some good times on the Commodore 64, but it doesn't really work anymore though. A lot of it is really nostalgia. It's kind of boring to play most of those games now. Abandonware DOS game. It's a big community. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's cool. Anyway, I'm not really too deeply into it. I just have really good memories of it. But in a way, it's really just me being very entertainable about it. I was just really in love with it back then. It's not like that anymore. And I mean, I have a Commodore 64 emulator too. I've tried to play some games back. It's like it was just all really magical. Like even the shitty graphics sometimes. If a game had like halfway decent graphics, I would be like, whoa, dude! If it wasn't just really shitty looking. So I was just very easily entertained and impressed back then. I mean, yeah. It just doesn't really work like that anymore. And nowadays it's all like, oh wow, so super cool looking, but the game is really shitty. That's now how it works. Oh, it's a magical time. Indeed. Ah. Photorealistic game. Yeah, and I don't give a shit because it's all lame. It's not fun. All those games now, really all they do is just kind of burn up energy. It's not, I don't find it interesting anymore. That's why I don't really try to play new games. Right? I'm much more interested in games that are just cool and interesting that can run on older computers. Right? New games programmed to be able to run on older computers. That's the type of game that I'm looking for. Hey, Aries 106. Haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, hello, slow-mo moonbuggy. Yeah, no, I don't think he needs a timeout. He just needs to shut up. Dwarf Fortress. Yeah, I got Dwarf Fortress right here. Want me to show you? I haven't done anything with it since 2014 though. 15. But I was really into that like for a while, especially like after my I basically built like the most extreme Dwarf Fortress ever after my ex broke up with me. So I was just digging that thing all the time. Yeah, let's see if I can get it just to work. That would be cool, just to show that. Oh, might have to worry about the music though. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. That's annoying. Damn it, how the hell does this even work? How the fuck do you turn off sound in this thing? Hold on, I think I need to turn it off in the pre-thing. Sound, no. That's right. Alright. Let's try that again. God, I haven't played this in ages. I have to like really figure out again how this works. Alright. Yeah, I got it. How the hell do you turn that off? Okay. No. Yeah, let's see what I can show. The sights I have to show you. Right. So this is my Dwarf Fortress. It's freaking huge. How the hell do I just go straight to... Am I going up or down? Ah, up. That's what I thought. Okay, let's go all the way to the surface. There we go. So let's see. What is this? Ah, this is my animals. This is basically just like here I dump all animals here because I don't want animals inside. And they eat grass. And they die a lot. This is sometimes, yeah, anyway. It's directly connected to the farm that's below there. There's some food storage. What the hell is that? Why is there a bed there? That's weird. Right, anyway. This is like kind of away from the rest of the fortress, which is over here. This is the entrance, and yes, that's a solid gold wall and floors everywhere. It's all gold. See? Oh wait, the text is right outside of it. Anyway. What's this? No. Oh yeah, here's the farm. Just like turnip farming. With the irrigation system, you only have to initiate that once. Yeah, because I made a gigantic waterworks. That's really complicated. Right? Because how do you get the water? Well, you have to get it from the river. So you dig a hole, you have to pre-dig it before you unleash the water. And then here's a floodgate. It goes downstairs. Into that hole. And right past everything into the main aqueduct. Where is it? Where's the aqueduct? Did I skip on it? Wait, where's it? How deep does that thing go? Damn, I dig that. Ah, there it is. Right? And through here, there's chambers. Yeah, it's just flooded. You have to refill it every now and then. Because, yeah, through these holes, there's a well system on multiple levels. I wish I could show like a 3D model of this thing. It's really impressive how I freaking designed this thing. I mean, this is like the most epic type of dwarf fortress you could possibly make. Epic or no life, however you want to see it. Right, crafting room. Here's the giant living quarters. Everybody has like a golden chest for their stuff. And a bed and a cabinet everywhere. Here's like a waterfall situation for the living room. Dining tables. And here's a waterfall that is basically also a self-containing pumping system. And the driver of the pump, I can show you for a bit. See, it's pumping. And that is driven by windmills. See? Which are here on the surface. Windmills. Wooden windmills. But I mean, it works. Right. Let's see. And then there was the masterpiece, of course. Oh, first let's go to the forge. Which is way at the super down. Because that's the first thing I do. I make a gigantic staircase tunnel that goes like 300 stories deep. And then try to ensure that I don't accidentally hit a cave like this. Also with water all the way down. And this is like yeah, this is for water. Because I needed to... You need water all the way from the surface to basically quench lava in order to be able to dig the adamantine out. That happens using this water, and then you let it spread everywhere to the adamantine tubes that are in the middle of the lava. You have to literally quench the lava in order to be able to dig this stuff out. And then eventually, if you go deep enough, you go into hell. You have to be careful with that too. Right. Where the hell am I? Oh, damn it. It's so big I get lost. Where the hell am I? Ah, there's the staircase. Right, it's very handy to have just one central staircase because it helps you orientate as to where the hell you are. Oh, here's the statue garden. Everything is gold because literally gold comes out of your ass. Right, adamantine is the real precious substance here, not gold. Although you can definitely use gold for trade and stuff. Ah, this is still gold nuggets. Capturing wild animals, including spiders, which you can use for silk farming. Because spider silk is very makes very good clothing. And just produce clothing here. But eventually it's like you just buy silk off the elves. The elven traders, they have silk stuff and wood stuff. Right, but the tip of the crown achievement is the lava fall in the golden room with the adamantine, like diamond encrusted adamantine tables. Or was it ruby encrusted? Something absolutely ridiculous. This is a lava fall. And the lava had to be pumped here all the way through a lava chamber, which is like the biggest engineering project of this game because it's driven by 16 windmills. That's right. 16 windmills to basically pump lava all the way from down here continually everywhere, super far, all the way from here and into a bit of a batch, and then pumped up all the way to there. And that's where the waterfall, or the lava fall is. So lava gets pumped up all the way from here. It's a pretty big lava pit. You can fall in there and drown, yeah, and burn up. And that just keeps recycling. Who's this guy? Dodok Weaponsmith. He's out of work. Yeah, because, I mean, the game is all, like, kind of done. Anyway, hope that was entertaining to you guys. I'll get back to the normal show now. Dwarf Fortress. I've played it some. What pipes used for pumping lava? Stone. Or steel. Which one did I use? I think it's steel. Like, steel works for a pump system. For lava. I mean, you could literally use wooden pumps for water. But you can make like a lot of things from a lot of different materials in this game. You can make stone cogs, or you can make steel cogs, or you can make them from gold, even though, yeah, they break easier or whatever. It's a bit weird how that all works. But I mean, this is like super, super extreme Minecraft, except it's not first person. And you just designate that you're the designer. You're designating like what should be the blueprint of what they're gonna do, and then the dwarves, they just start doing it whenever they feel like it. That's how this game works. What kind of pipes are used for pumping lava? Well, you don't really need pipes. You just dig in the rock. You just tunnel rock, and then lava goes through that. It's not going to do anything to the rock. Right? It's when you have to make like mechanisms for the pump and shit. That probably best made it from steel. Are gnomes real? In this thing? There's all kinds of weird creatures out there. Like really weird things. You ever played it? Yeah, I played it in the past. No, in real life. Physically, no. Spiritually, yeah. But I mean, there's all kinds of things spiritually. Elves are real. Yeah, you're looking at one. Nah, but elves are spirits. But I think that they can basically also just be human. This game has better graphics than Artemis. Yeah, but it's pretty good graphics for Dwarf Fortress. I mean, normal Dwarf Fortress is pure ASCII. It's just ASCII graphics, just the normal keyboard shit. There's this thing, this special engine that has made all this graphics specifically for Dwarf Fortress, and it makes it look pretty well. I mean, I think that these graphics are pretty cool. Much better than ASCII. It's kind of funny because Dwarf Fortress is like almost... It very much reminds me of the game NetHack, which is also an ASCII type game, but an adventure type game, not a fortress building thing. Elf Fortress game. Not a fan of... Who cares? The whole point is with the dwarves is digging down in the dirt. That's the whole fun of it. It's like, look at all the treasures you're digging out. Look at the caves you're finding and the weird monsters in it. And how are you gonna architect? I mean, elves, yeah, they're not diggers. So, ooh, I'm gonna make this tree city. Tree fortress city. Ooh. I mean, how's that gonna make a good game? It's not very exciting. Not like this, anyway. Build upward. It's... no. It wouldn't make a satisfying game. But I mean, if a game like this could be like made with really awesome graphics, like 3D, where you could actually kind of move around it visually, that would be absolutely epic. Kind of like Dungeon Keeper, but multiple stair layers, right? Because Dungeon Keeper, yeah, looks very much like this, except it was always just one sheet, one level for the game. This thing has like 600 levels or something, all simultaneously. It's a whole different scope. Instead of digging down, you build an intricate tree fort. Okay. Dude, if you want to do that, you can technically do that. Except that trees, they don't grow very big in this game. They literally just take one square, and that's all you'll ever get out of it. So there's not like huge trees around in Dwarf Fortress system in order to really build like a massive tree fortress thing, because the trees are just not very big. Yeah, we don't believe Moxie. It's retarded. You're getting on my nerves. Stop reinforcing your nonsense. Yeah, this is not your religious virtue signal space. Right. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying this show. It's kind of mellow, over the place. No, I was a bit complainy earlier, but I mean, I need to do that every now and then because it's technical. Technical are issues. Then they need to be addressed. Okay. Don't make it too complicated for him now, seeking star water. Yeah, see, I told you. I mean, if you try to pull it back to the really is level, it just gets all confused. That's what happens. So, anyway, hold on. Right, I'm gonna take a 2-minute break. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Nothing can prove. Why don't you try something, Moxie? Why don't you try actually proving anything instead of just blankly asserting your nonsense beliefs? Unless you're just openly willing to admit that it is just your personal beliefs and that you have no proof, then it's fine. Right? You want to personally believe the globe? Well, if you can just admit it's your belief in that you have no proof, because you don't, but it's good to admit that. And then we'll just leave you about saying your nonsense. I mean, you'll just be like a Kumu virus. Derp, yeah, that's how you can call it. You stand on the shoulder. Oh, really? Which giants? Yeah? No, it's your belief. It's just your belief. There is no evidence. And the people that you trust don't have evidence either. Or you're just not smart enough to see that what they claim is evidence towards you isn't actually evidence. It's just an assertion. And because of your well-willingness, you buy that assertion as if it is proof. There isn't any proof. It's just your belief. And people reinforcing that with nonsense that you bite into, that you engorge the nonsense, the feast of nonsense. Could you prove me wrong? Yeah. We're proving you wrong all the time. All the flat earth arguments, all the housekeeping questions, the way geometry works, angles, the very frickin' concept of angles. What navigation is, what map projections are, how they're measured. Yeah, GP positions. Yeah? There is no proof of a globe. There's a lot of proof that everything is very flat, which makes everything work out great. Like maps and navigation on the ocean. It works great because the Earth is flat. Yeah? So you go and manage your open mind as much as you want, Moxie. The Earth is flat. Took 2 generations. I don't know, Tarot. But I mean, you got a point. I mean, once the dam kind of really breaks and it's like the majority doesn't have any favor left for the ball earth and space nonsense. Once that's dropped, the true believers will become like really demoralized. Because suddenly it's to them it will be like, oh my god, civilization is ending. This is the end. People don't believe the ultimate truth anymore. That means no more space, no more things. It's all gone. We're degrading. We're going back to medieval time. They will go hysterical and insane and potentially violent because they're a religion. A very cultish religion. The ball is a very cultish religion. And once the majority's favor is taken away from its perspective, there will be a great wave of demoralization that will go about with ball believers. And some of them might actually become really aggressive about it. I expect at some point there might be like an inquisition against flat earthers, like more overtly. That it will be like very much seemingly like a religion. It's a religion that pretends to be scientific all the time. And they will use that to force themselves back. Right? And probably, I mean, they still got that option. There's technically still that mechanic of flat earthers are crazy according to psychiatry, which is part of the same cancerous tumor that is basically all this nonsense. Yeah, psychiatry, space lore. It's all based in social engineering. How do we create a delusional fake reality for people to have their minds locked into so that we can do with them what we want and they won't even realize it? Yeah? The ball earth religion is one of them. Psychiatry is a big part of that. I mean, psychiatry, universal accepted psychiatry has massive influence on world culture. Massive influence. Not because it's there in your face all the time, but because in ways it sets the standards. And it does so very wrong. It sets the standards extremely incorrect and away from God, right? Because psychiatry is per definition atheist. Very fanatically atheist, really, if you look at the people that have been in psychiatry historically, especially in the beginning. They were like anti-God. They even have like designations for religious behavior as insanity. They have classifications for it. And flat earth. Flat earth, believing in flat earth is considered a mental illness. Officially. With absolutely no foundation to assume that. No foundation whatsoever. It's a complete propaganda piece. It basically ignores the entire reality of that flat earthers actually have evidence. They have evidence for their claim of the earth being flat. Psychiatry completely pretends like that doesn't exist. Like it's all just in their mind. That's how they describe it in there. Yeah? So if things get really bad, they might just go for a freaking medieval style inquisition. Except now it's not with, oh, Catholicism and you have to believe the Bible, you have to not live like that, not live like that. But instead, oh, you dare contradict science. Then you're crazy. And you're going to be locked up in an institution. Because you're a science denier. Yeah? arguably in a certain sector that's already been somewhat happening, medical sector, sort of, right? Well, it's not like that's the only place that can happen, right? I mean, what are you gonna do if they just declared it all like that? It's like, oh yeah, we're going to come after them. They are destabilizing. It's a huge amount of people. They might say it like that. Yeah, we've let this thing metastasize for too long. There's too many flat earthers. We have to move against it. We have to now forbid it for them to talk about it, because otherwise this will get out of control. Right? While they literally tear everything that is actually stabilizing and good for the people away from you, right? Forbidding farming, can't go anywhere, massive taxation on everything. Yeah, then when there's nowhere left to go, that's when they will come after your thoughts. Because you can't maneuver anywhere. So then they'll come after your thoughts and your opinions and punish you severely for that. I don't think so, Seeking Star Water. First off, there's not that many people watching YouTube in order for there only to be one. Right? Because you're talking about 1 versus 100 billion or something. Yeah. There's not that many people watching YouTube. I can pretend like I have arguments. No, I have arguments. The Earth is flat. Yeah, the horizon is not geometric. Yeah, there should be curvature. There isn't any. Black swan. We can see things at a distance that should be obscured by curvature if the Earth was a ball, but it isn't. It isn't a ball. And so we get black swan sightings that absolutely disprove the spherical geometry of the assumed size of ball Earth. Black swan, proof that the Earth is flat and not that ball. Proof, direct, measured proof. Yeah, and that's just one. And you get natural law, the law of nature, as have been figured out by physicists with experiments on Earth that they physically did. Yeah, they figured out that gas expands to fill the available volume at all times, and nothing stops that from happening. There's no force strong enough to prevent that, except for a physical obstruction, a barrier, a containment. Yeah? Outer space is a second law of thermodynamics violation. It can't happen like that. Gas cannot gradiate and settle in what you claim to be the volume of outer space. It cannot gradiate and settle in that fashion. Yeah? Whatever you believe things to be happening, or forces, whatever, gravity, if you even know what that is, whatever you believe might be influencing the scenario, it cannot contribute to gas sticking to that very, very tiny ball versus the massive outer space that you claim to be real. There's no scenario that you can even emulate in order to lead you to such a setup. It is a violation of the law of nature. Yeah? So you have a violation of the geometry of Earth, and then you have a violation of the nature of physical reality. Both prove the Earth is not a ball, it's flat. That's proof. That's argumented proof. It's not a blank assertion. It's not an appeal to emotion. It's a description of real world evidence that is acceptable by official scientific method-based scientific standards. The real science, the actual empiricism discipline. Yeah, the method. Real evidence for the Earth being flat and not a ball. Okay? Dude, shut your fucking mouth, you stupid bitch. Fuck off. The crush. Whatever. Nobody gets a crush on people that are that fucking stupid. Yeah, you get a timeout too, Moxie, you dumb fuck. Yeah? You've certainly lost my favor now, Moxie. You've lost it. Yeah? You're supporting absolute fucking retards and trolls like a zealot fucking idiot. Yeah? You're losing my favor. And if you don't change this around, you will get kicked out of my show. Yeah? And I gave you plenty of time. Plenty of time. It was actually kind of good, but then I guess all of you baltards are now have to like go get fanatical and basically throw yourself against the rocks or whatever. Like a bunch of idiots. Right. Stupid as but they barely even do. It's just endless ninnying. Endless ninnying. Right? They don't even get to the fucking claims, but you're right. They are there specifically to get on your nerves, but they never even really come to a claim. They're just whining. Endless whining. Endless stupid peer pressure based nonsense bluffs. Every time. All a waste of everybody's time. That's why I kicked them out. Right? After I refuted their nonsense statement. The flat Earth doesn't have any real evidence. Yeah, I do. And I just laid it down elaborately. And you just like la 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 whined right through it in my chat. Incredible. And now you're out. Right, anyhow. Show's over. Thanks everyone for coming. I hope you liked this show. If you did, then please don't forget to Rogans it up. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification so you know when I'm going live, which is normally 1 p.m. Amsterdam time in the weekdays and 2 p.m. Amsterdam time in the weekend. And please also do support me through the PayPal and the Patreon. That would be much appreciated. And yeah, I could really use some support. I mean, it's been a while, guys, and I think that I that I am doing a good job, even though I feel kind of sluggish or something the last few days. And I still don't know what the hell am I gonna call this show. I mean, I just do the show, but then everything put together, it's like, what the hell do you call that? I mean, it's not. Yeah, I mean, last title that I made, it was like, yeah, it all just perfectly fitted. I could just like keep on shaving it, polishing it, and then like click, it's perfect. I don't know even how to start with this, and either with yesterday's show, because it's just like things that don't really relate to one another too much. It's like I needed to get it off my chest, but in retrospect, it's not like super interesting or anything. Just more like notes, making notes. Very engaging. Okay, well, thanks. Moxie's last. No, I'm not even gonna put any name of any stupid oppositional account in a title. I don't do that. I don't put names of opponents in a chat or in a title. I don't do that. And besides, it's not his last stand. He's still there. I just gave him a timeout because he needed to shut the fuck up because he was supporting a troll. Right. Anyway, glad you enjoyed it. And I am really rounding it out. So I'll be back tomorrow with Flat Earth Early Bird number 1583. That will be on a Thursday. And I'm going to join the Flat Earth debates over at Nathan Oakley 9080 channel. It's already started up. So I'm joining a bit late. Hope to see you there in the chat. And until the next video, keep it flat.